Hello, this is Dee Anderson, your instructor for HE 140 Cultural Diversity. I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to use the discussion board. There are written instructions under the README link, but I just wanted to sort of clarify what to actually do in case the instructions were a little confusing. So this is the home page for our course, and when you log on, this is where you'll land. And if you ever need to get back to this page, you just click the home page here. And then, of course, this is where I posted announcements. There are already two here you can see, but I will post announcements fairly frequently. A copy, every time I post an announcement, a copy goes to your email box. So I urge you to please check your Herzing email regularly. I often send you information about due dates, about things that might help you complete an assignment. So if you're not regularly checking the announcements when you log on, then you should at least be looking at your Herzing email to make sure that you're getting all of my messages. So under the Read Me First link, there is an overview of the course and sort of the different features, including how to use the discussion board. But also, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there is a tutorial here on how to use the HDX course shell. And that will take you through all of the different features that you need to know in order to be able to complete assignments and to access the materials you need. So before you start any of the coursework, you should come and read this information and watch this tutorial. But what I want to show you is the discussion board. So I'm going to click here for the discussion board. So there are actually two parts or two different things that you need to do on the discussion board each week. The first will be an initial assignment that you're completing based on the information that we're learning that week. So that will always be due on Wednesday at midnight. The second part of the discussion assignment is that you will be responding to two of your classmates' posts. So you'll make your initial discussion post that will be due on Wednesday, and then you need to come back to the discussion to see what your classmates have posted, and you'll pick two of those posts to respond to, and that is due on Sunday. So for this week, for week 1, it's the Unit 1 Introduction and History of Cultural Diversity. So you're going to click here, right? There will always be a starter post from me that gives you instructions on what to do, right? So for this week, there's actually a two-part initial discussion assignment. So the first part is asking you to introduce yourself to me and to your peers. And to do that, you need to sort of, write your name, write a description of your current job. If you're not working, maybe you're going to write about the expectations you have when you complete your program at Herzing. What degree are you pursuing at Herzing? And then also it would be nice for you to include a photo of yourself, either of you or your family or, you doing something that you love to do so that we can get to know a little bit more about you, right? So that's one part of the assignment. The second part is there's a video here in the Unit 1 materials called Like a Girl. So you need to watch the Like a Girl video first and then answer these questions for the discussion about the Like a Girl video. So that will be your initial post. To make that post, you're going to scroll down and you're going to click Reply on my post. And when you do that, you're going to see that there's a window here with a subject. And I want you to change that subject and I want you to put in your name. So I'm going to put in John Smith, right? This is an example of my name. And here in the text box, I'm going to write my reply. Now, there are two things you can do here. One is you can write directly in the text box, and that's fine for shorter posts. I think if you're just writing a couple of sentences, then that would be fine. But if you're writing anything longer, we really suggest that you write the post in Word, do your spelling grammar check, make sure everything's okay, and then copy and paste what you've written into the text box here. Sometimes the Blackboard system is a little bit wonky and you could potentially lose your post because it doesn't save automatically unless you click Save Draft here or Submit, right? So it's probably best for you if you're writing a longer post to do it offline in Word where you're sure not to lose it, and then copy and paste it into the text box. I would prefer you not attach a Word document unless I ask you specifically to do that. It just makes it harder for everybody to read your post. So then that means that everybody has to download your Word document in order to open it and read it and then come back and reply to it. So for everybody's convenience, I think it's better just to go ahead and post in the text box rather than attach a file. So try to keep that in mind. But if I'm John Smith and I'm answering, I would say, you know, hello, my name is John, and I'm a technology student, right, here at Herzing. Now, the other thing that I want you to remember is that even though the discussion is a little bit more casual, you know, you still need to make sure that you're writing, you know, in proper English, you're doing spelling grammar check, and that your work is grammatically correct, okay? So then, you know, I might post my picture after that. If I were going to, you know, I probably am going to write a little bit more, but just for example, if I'm going to post my picture, if you look here, it says insert or edit image. So you want to click here. This is going to open a dialog box. So you're going to be able to open a dialog box here, and that will allow you to browse your computer, and then you can select the picture file you want to insert into your post, and then you'll continue. So I'm not going to do that here, but that's what you'll do, and you'll click insert, and that will put your picture into your actual post. I'm going to cancel this though. And then, you know, I'm going to wrap up my post, and then I'm going to click submit. And then that will put me into the actual thread of the post. Now, if I'm going to come back, and so the second part of my assignment is to do peer responses. So I'm going to come back to the discussion after Wednesday, maybe on Thursday or Friday, and I'm going to start reading what my classmates have posted. And what you want to do is, you know, look for things that resonate for you, things that you relate to, or something that you have a question about, or something that you can share a similar experience about, right? So I'm going to look at the post, and then if I see one, so let's say I see John Smith's, I'm going to click reply on his post, but I'm not going to change this subject field because I want everybody to see that I'm replying to John's post. So I might say, hi John, right? I enjoyed your post. I'm also a technology student and am looking forward to working in IT, right? Oops, sorry. To working in IT. What aspect of technology are you most interested in, right? So I might then start a little conversation with John, much in the way that I would if we were in a face-to-face classroom and John was sitting next to me. So what I want you to do is to remember that this discussion board is our way of having these classroom conversations that we don't get to have because we're in an online setting. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to click submit, and then John can come back and see that somebody responded to his post. Okay? So this is sort of just the overall information that you need to do to post both the initial discussion and the peer responses for this week. If you have any questions as you're working on it, then certainly let me know. The best way to reach me is through the Blackboard message system, and I will try to respond as soon as possible. Okay? So good luck and have fun in your first week. And remember that we're going to, sort of take things slow until everybody's comfortable, and then we'll just, go along in our work together. All right. Thank you.